Today almost ruined my grandmother's recipe. Now, let me explain. My grandmother did not give out her recipes to anybody. Now, there are certain people, obviously, my aunts and uncles, know those are her kids, so they were privy to stuff she made, and so they obviously know some of her recipes. But if you sat at her table and you liked her food, you were going to have to come back because she was not giving out any recipes, even to her, even to her sister. So my aunt, who actually came over today for dinner. So my grandmother made this recipe. She fish cakes, and she made hers with spaghetti. And the fish cakes are absolutely delicious. And so she gave her sister, my aunt, my great aunt actually, a recipe one time, and my aunt gave it out. And my grandmother was furious. And so after that, my grandmother never gave her recipe again. So my aunt does not know how to make these fish cakes. So she asked me a year ago now, can I make her fish cakes and spaghetti? And I said, okay, I'll let you know when I can make them. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'll probably make them like a month from now, 2 months from now. And time got away from me. I just got busy. It's a process making these fish cakes. I was really searching for the time. Long story short, I saw my aunt last Sunday and she was like, I'm still waiting for my fish cakes. I was like, oh my God. She's like, it's been a year. I was like, has it been a year? I was like, okay, I have to make these fish cakes like this weekend. So I go out, I'm in search for the fish, the type of fish she used. I can't find it. My uncle's in town. He goes and picks it up. He drops it off over here. I start my process last night making the fish cakes. And last night, as I stayed up late, just trying to mix everything together, get everything right. And I guess it probably was close to midnight. I took the batter, I fried it up, I tasted it. I'm like, something is missing from this. But I'm tired. I'm not going to solve it tonight. I'm going to bed. Got up in the morning, tasted it, fried it up, tasted it again. Mm-mm, something is missing. And then I panicked because my aunt was coming over and I had other family coming over too because they wanted these fish cakes. So I'm like, man, if they sit down and eat these fish cakes and they don't taste like my grandmother's, they're going to be upset and they're going to say something. And not to be in a rude way. They'll be like, I think you messed this up or you forgot something or maybe you should have added this or they would have had something to say. So I'm like, I cannot jack this recipe up. Like I need to figure out what's missing. And typically when I go and buy the fish, I buy a certain amount of fish. My uncle went and bought it. And so he bought more fish than I typically utilize. So my recipe was off by just a little bit. So this morning I called my dad and I'm like, hey, I need you to come over here and taste these fish cakes. So my dad knows the recipe. I'm like, I need you to come over here and taste these fish cakes because something's missing. And he was like, well, I can't come right now. Just trust your process. Like, I know they're going to be good. Trust your process. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I panic. I'm like, I got to go to the store. I get in the car. I go to the store. I start buying some extra stuff that I need because I'm like, okay, well, I had extra fish. So that means I need to start adding more stuff to, make up for having extra fish. So I get more ingredients and stuff that I need. While I'm in the store, I see some flowers. I like flowers. I like to decorate when I'm cooking, have everything set. So I distracted myself buying the flowers. I'm like, okay, snap out of it. Get these flowers, get the stuff you need, get out of here. I get the stuff that I need. I get back to the house. I start mixing it up, and it was just a very, very rare day. My husband's dad stopped by. They typically don't come by that often. He stopped by, and then I'm trying to mix up this food and get the tasting right. And I'm also trying to entertain people who are here. I have people coming at 4 o'clock to eat these fish cakes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have cupcakes in the oven. It was a lot going on. And so I fry up another batch. After I doctored it up and add more stuff, I fried up another batch. And this time it tasted good. And it was like a sigh of relief. By this time, it's almost like probably as close to 3:30 when I finally got it right. My company was coming at 4 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, the batter is finally right. I tasted, did one taste test. We're good to go. Now it's time to fry up these things. And then my frying pan was missing. I still don't know what my frying pan is. I had to use this teeny tiny frying pan because I like to use a metal frying pan when I'm frying these. I had to use this teeny tiny metal frying pan that I could literally only put like 4 fish cakes in. I'm like, okay, it's fine. If I don't use a metal frying pan, it's not going to come out the way I wanted it because I need them to be crispy. So I stuck with that. My company got here probably a little bit after 4 o'clock. They came in right away. They were hungry. Came in right away, got down to business, and they were like, oh my God, these are so good. These are so good. Oh, your grandmother would be so proud. Like, I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because I did not want anyone to leave here feeling disappointed or feeling like they didn't get what they came here for. And I didn't want to disappoint myself either because I know how to make these. Like I make these probably like every summer. Or if anyone comes into town, like, oh, can you make some fish cakes? I'm like, okay. So I didn't want to disappoint myself either, but it actually turned out really good. My aunt was so thrilled. She was like almost dancing. Like, I've been waiting so long for these. Like, it was worth the wait. Oh my gosh. Like, she had several plates. I packed her up some to go, gave her some cupcakes to go. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm so glad that this all came together. But to tie it back in, like, how many times do we get anxious or nervous or in something that we do that we feel like it may not come together? So we don't trust the process, or we don't trust our own process, and we start to panic, or we, turn left or turn right. I'm like, oh my God, like I may have to go out and get something else. I may have to start from scratch. It's going to take me too long to start from scratch. And I'm like panicking about this meal. But how many times in other situations do we panic, or do we get anxious or nervous and worried that the thing that we're working on isn't going to come together, or maybe one thing is missing and we don't think it's going to add up? We don't think the process is going to work out. But I learned today, trust the process, trust yourself. You already know the ingredients. You already know how to mix this thing up. You already know how to fry this thing up. You know everything that goes in there. And sometimes you have to get a little bit more, add a little bit more. Sometimes you got to do a little bit more stirring, a little more mixing. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty to get things to the finish line and to get it the way that you want. And that's the lesson I learned today. Do not do not doubt yourself. Do not give up on something that you know good and well how to do. You've done this before. You do this every single year, okay? Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt the process. And most of all, do not give up. Do not detour. Don't go left. Don't go right. Just get what you need, because you already know what you need. Get all the stuff together, mix it up, taste it again, and this time when you try, it's going to taste right. It's going to be right. Now let me know in the comments, have you almost gave up on something or panicked about something, thinking it was not going to come together the way you wanted it to come together, because you thought you messed up, you thought you missed an ingredient, you thought you made a wrong turn, or you weren't certain about the process? Let me know if this has happened to you, and let me know how it turned out.